Ishwarama's resplendent sun. It's the start of a bright new day. Time to rise, time to shine, Lord divine. Time to lead us along life's way. Awake, Lord of Buddha party. Awake, O Lord, over all mankind. Awake, O Lord of compassion, that the world good fortune may find.
Sai Ram. I'm very pleased to be here, and I don't know whether I should start thanking Swami for bringing me here or thank the special person, our host Lakshmi, who had brought us all together to have this nice satsang. It's been going so fine so far. I'm here to tell my experience which I had recently when I was in Puttaparthi. My humble pranams to Swami, who was so patient with me, was so understanding, and has given me so much of opportunity to be with him, to learn a few things, what all I have learned, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you this afternoon. I left for India sometime in end of October. I reached Prashanti Nilayam on the 26th of October, end of October. When I went from here, I knew that there is a big hospital project coming up. I also had a strong desire to go and serve Swami in some form or other. And with that in my mind, I always wanted to find out what is the right time to go there so I could be of some help there. The correspondence I had was always unilateral, and I never got any reply from the person who was recruiting physicians for this project. So anyway, I decided to go, and here I am there to find out that they haven't found yet a pathologist, but they are looking seriously for one. And my profession is pathology, and the director of the project, the hospital, the new hospital, he approached me and asked me whether I would be willing to do the job of pathology. I couldn't commit to himself because I really felt that whether I'm worthy or not to do the service there, I thought Swami should tell us. I wasn't sure whether I was going to be the one. So I said, well, I will definitely do whatever help I can, provided Swami approves of this. And sure enough, this Swami's approval came in the next few days. On November the 2nd, Swami was very kind enough to grant me an interview. He called me inside, and as soon as we went in, I want to say a few things. Many of you might have heard about this, but as soon as I went in, like Swami was sitting like here and I'm sitting there. Doctor? Then everybody is looking around. Doctor, but also patient. I said, yes, Swami. Yes, I know. How are you? Said, and I'm fine, Swami. Then he goes like this in the usual way. He created a silver medallion for me, and it looked as though he created just for my health reason. He did that, and I got that, and I was very thankful, and I was holding it, and he said, Chief Justice of Madras High Court next to you, show it to him, So I showed it to him. By the time it went around the room and I came back and I was holding on to that, and Swami said, put it in your chain. And I said, Swami, I didn't bring my chain. You didn't bring your chain? Chain goes. He materialized a chain for me. Then at that time I came closer to him and I handed over the medallion to him. And so I just put my head on his knees here, and I stood right and sat down right there. So he was really fixing and everything and putting around my neck. It gave me a lot of strength, a lot of courage, and he called me inside. There were many things happened in the interview room at the time. I will restrict to what happened to me. At the interview inside room, so you want to come and work? And I said, still I'm not committing. I said, if Swami wants, yes, I will come. Yes, Swami wants. Then he said, where do you want to work, Bangalore or Puttaparthi? Then Bangalore, I wasn't sure. Now I know there is a hospital, but it was not to this scale. So immediately my answer, something like that, very spontaneous, it came, Puttaparthi Swami. Oh yes, Puttaparthi. Big hospital, big project. And Swami started telling about the project, how many people are donating, and it's a very big project. And so you come to Puttaparthi. Okay. So just over like 2 minutes time, he has appointed me as a senior consultant pathologist for the Sri Sati Sai Hospital. They call it Sri Sati Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences. Okay. Then I'm asking the question, Swami, my health. He said, you don't worry about your health anymore. You take care of these patients, we'll take care of you. Okay, that's answered. The second question, like I had Swami about the children. Yes, they can come to school here. They can come in June. So he cleared that. And then I asked Swami, so when should I come? Haste makes waste. Waste makes worry, and don't be in a hurry. So then I started talking about the lab, and I said there's so much to do. Yes, he said a lot of things to do. Then I don't have any technician. My area is to do with the lab. Then I requested Swami whether I could go to my medical school and find some lab technicians. Swami said, yes, you can go. Swami, can I go tomorrow? Yes, you can go tomorrow. So on the 3rd, I had to leave for a short period of time to go and fetch some technicians. Meanwhile, the director of our medical sciences there, Dr. Safaya, was now moved from All India Institute of Medical Science. He was very happy and said, let's go and look at the hospital site, and you will have an idea about the lab, and you can start planning from now on. It's your team, and you do whatever you want. And as Swami put it, yes, on 22nd, you get everything ready and be ready for 22nd, something like that. So you come out, happy, and then you look at the hospital. Like you had seen many physicians expressing their feeling about how a miracle had happened. And sure enough, it's a miracle. At the end, it looks like a miracle, but you go through all that before in the last period of time, and that's the thing I want to share with you. On the 2nd, there was just mud all over. Now that big wall was there, the dome was barely seen, and there was almost nothing there, and you won't be able to even find where the rooms are inside. So, but they said it will be done in about a week's time. So I came back after going to Pondicherry. I lined up a few technicians. I came back, and when I came back on the 10th, it was the same story, and still the construction was going on. There were more mud, more piled up all over the place. There was no room, and even if I had to look at the lab, and they'll show me in the plan and the blueprint, this is where your lab would be. And here, this is on the 10th. Between 10th and 15th, really nothing happened, and we're sitting on darshan. We'll go to the hospital site. Still, they will be digging, carrying things. There was no hope that it's going to be, done by 22nd. There's no hope because not only the construction part, there is no electricity, there is no water. Nothing was there. And unless we have all this, we cannot start the lab, you know. And the most important thing for the lab would be the blood bank. Now, that's one area the surgeons are so dependent on us to make sure that we provide the blood so they can go ahead with the surgery. For blood bank, you know, nothing was ready as it is on the, this is I'm talking between 10th and 15th, nothing happened. So even on 15th, we are not really ready. So that's the time, like I was given a room in Prashantalayam in West, those buildings. We kind of decided, it looked as though they may not even give the hospital, the building, by 19th. I mean, they would perhaps give before 22nd, but it's going to be the very end. So we kind of decided we should start making a lab out of our room. So what we did in the small room, we put few tables and we converted that into a lab. Okay, this is on the 15th. We said, okay, let's get all the things ready and get it set here. And once the building is available, we'll move over there. By the way, the building, the new hospital is about 8 kilometers from Prashantalayam. So on the 15th, we decided, okay, we should start looking for blood donors. So we discussed amongst others, and we decided, okay, we'll put a notice, for all the visitors. They will look at it and then they'll come and report to me. So I'll start collecting the blood. So we just put the notice there next to Narayanan's office. Many of you might know where we put all the notices. So here I go to Darshan. Swami says, about blood donation. Then, yes, Swami, we are making, no. Then he calls somebody, and this is all in Darshan. Within 1 minute, he has already decided for me what I should be doing. He told me, so and so will give you a list of all our students, okay, and you would know O group, B group, all groups, and so you take from students. So the whole, see how he gives instructions. So I don't have to worry anymore about this big blood donation process. So I could just go to the hostel, and that's what I did. So I asked Swami, what about the girls? Girls also you can take, but be gentle when you when you prick them, So I was just joking. So sure enough, that afternoon I had already a list of all the students with all their blood groups and everything. So Swami, just like that, he was almost every day from that time onwards, he was giving me instructions. It's all during darshan time, few minutes, and then it will direct me towards something. So this is for the 15th, and then the 16th. I'm struggling with all the equipment because they are not really ready to work. So the next day Swami comes and he says, go to the institute, I'll give you 4 boys and you will have machines. Okay, that's what Swami says. I said, what machine, what institute is talking about? So we went to the institute, and sure enough there are some auto-analyzers, that's what I need, and to do all the chemistry work and to do all the blood counts and all that. There were equipments there, the students, some of them didn't even know how to use, so it was just lying there. And Swami was the one who directed me to institute, so that on 16th it looked much easier for me. Oh, fine, we have the equipments here, it's going to be easy, my job. Whole 16th evening, but I found out the equipments were not working. The kits were all expired kits, and I couldn't use, and I couldn't do the test, to my satisfaction. But above all, there's another confusion for all of us was, where are the patients? Swami keeps telling everybody there's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 operations every day from 22nd onwards. But we can only even have patients on the hospital. There were only about 5 or 6 patients totally they were there. And they could be candidates for surgery. We don't even know whether they're going to be operated upon. And I don't even want to use all my reagents on the patients who may not need surgery. I'm kind of limited with the reagents provided to me, and I have space is limited, staff is limited, just 2 or 3 of us doing the work, and the reagents are limited. And so this is on the 16th. And Swami was saying, I believe, yes, his patients will come. On the 17th, he was saying, go to the village, patients, go and find patients. He was telling one of the doctors. And then that doctor was saying, Swami asked me to go to the village. I don't know where will I go and find the patients. He must have spotted already the patients, but where would I go? So this is the story. And on the 18th, the team from, you have seen on the video Jim showed, the team of surgeons were supposed to come to Prashantilayam on the 18th. So we have to have, we have to be ready with at least few investigations and so on. So on the, I think on the 18th, if I remember right, a few things happened that day. The previous day, I was going to the boys' hostel to get some blood from all the students. It went okay. The next day, Swami met me, and where was it? See, all our things, equipments and everything we have kept in Purnachandra auditorium. So I used to go there every now and then. Here Swami would come and check every little thing. He would say, where is that chair? This chair doesn't go there. That chair goes here. This bed goes, which ward it goes. This department will get this chair. That every little thing Swami was going through. You know, the minutest detail, he was knowing everything. And he would give a lot of instructions, you know. Some interesting things like Swami would say, oh, don't, you know, take all this and take it to those, but don't touch the chandelier, you know, it was like a huge chandelier, I'm sure. Don't you touch that, because if we take, they may blame us that we have broken it. So, you know, he will talk like as though he's a little innocent villager talking, oh, don't do that, let's not do it. So he was giving instructions everywhere. On the 18th, I believe, I was getting more frustrated and maybe more nervous because there are only few more days to go, and the lab was not really completely ready as it should be. Just like the doctor was saying, I wasn't sure how this whole thing was going to be. I'll be talking to others, including Dr. Goldstein. He was very kind enough to. You would offer any help. He'll say, and then, what can I do? Are you sure you can do this? What about this? What about this test? Will you be able to do? I became even more nervous, and but he was very kind to, you know, say anything you want, let us know. Like, we'll go to Bangalore, we'll get anything you want. So at that time, I felt like it is time to appraise somebody what is going on, and I said, I got all my courage, and I said I have to talk to Swami. So how do you talk to Swami? Sure enough, on darshan line, Swami comes, and Swami, I want to talk to you. About what? You know, he'll ask. And Swami, about the hospital. He said, come and meet me in such and such place at 8 o'clock. Come alone. Okay. I was really touched by that. You know, there's thousands of people are waiting for him outside, almost every day. Many important decisions to be taken, and as you had seen, there are millions of people there, and almost everything has to be decided, and everybody has to have Swami's approval. So many people are waiting, and in spite of all that, Swami had time for me. You know, that really touched me. And sure, at 8 o'clock that morning, and I met him, and I did talk to him very frankly, like I would do to an administrator. Swami, so doctor, what do you want to tell me? Then I said, Swami, we are not really completely ready. Oh yes? Why? And I said, there are many tests are not being done. And why? What happened to that machine in the institute? Swami, it's not working. Why it is not working? Then I said, the refrigerator perhaps was not working, the kits were not working. Oh no, see, the students are very responsible, but they didn't take care of that, and all they were saying. No, Swami, we had to can't we get some, you know, kits from Bangalore or from Hyderabad? Swami, I'm trying to get all that, but it will be very hard if there are so many surgeries on that day. If you have maybe a small surgery, it will be perhaps easy. And can't we just have inauguration, Swami, and just have maybe, I cannot believe I had that much courage to ask him. But Swami patiently was listening to me and said, yes, I think that sounds like a good idea. Okay, he agreed to me. And he will go on to he will say, see, you had, some concerns. See, this is your duty you are doing. You don't have to feel bad about this. See, you are doing your duty and that is your responsibility. Don't be afraid to come and tell Swami anything you want. Okay, that's what I am here for. Okay, what do I know? You are the doctors, you should know. So unless you come and tell me, what do I know? I fell into that trap. I said, yeah, Swami, what does he know? So I know. So I cleared that nicely, Swami, and Swami was all smiley as usual. He was so happy. And that's the time I was making the comment about the chandelier and all that. So I came out, I felt so relieved, so relaxed, because he really put me at ease. And so here, at that time, finally he said, well, I'll talk to Dr. Venugopal. And see, did you discuss with him? He said, yeah, I'm discussing with him too. Yes, you discuss with him, I'll also tell him. We don't have to do many surgeries. I said, okay, Swami. Okay, and so that was on the 18th. There are a few things happened, like little incidences to say, just to mention how compassionate Swami is. As I said, he had time for me. That's an act of compassion I felt. Another thing, this is on Purnachandra Auditorium, I think again. He asked me one day, doctor, why did you go by rickshaw yesterday? I didn't know that Swami knew. Yesterday I had to go to the hostel and instead of carrying everything and didn't have a car, so I went by rickshaw, but I didn't say much. And Swami has got 8 cars. In addition to Swami's car, they have given 8 cars just sitting here. Why didn't you use one? Did you ask Narayanan? I should have maybe kept quiet, and I said, Swami, Narayanan is very busy. Maybe I shouldn't have even said that. What, Narayanan is busy? Who goes like this, panting all the time, and what busy? Then he was telling somebody who was around him, see, the doctors are all going by rickshaw and all that, they're working so hard, they should be, first you should take care of them. And go and tell Narayana, doctor needs a car. Can you drive a car? I said, yes, Swami. Then I didn't want to say anything further, and somebody made a comment, in America it's all left-hand drive, Swami. Here it is right-hand, doctor will find it difficult to drive the car. What left-hand, right-hand? Everything is same. You just take the car and drive. But I didn't dare do it. I had my younger brother who, was with me, and he was made officially our driver. And even before I left Purnachandra, and by the time I reached my room, there was a Maruti van standing there, ready. So for all hospital purposes, for the lab, we got one car just provided for us, and we had a driver with us, and so everything worked out perfect. So what I was trying to say, he's not letting you completely just by yourself, he is helping. He was giving you instructions, you had to pick up everywhere, he was giving you directions, and he was very kind. He's paying attention to every one of us. That's the point I was trying to say. On the 19th, another interesting day. So thanks, Lakshmi.
What happened on 19th?
Yes, 19th afternoon, we have to know who the patients are, because 20th we have to draw blood. We have done the preliminary test, we are ready to draw the donors, and unless we know on the 19th we cannot draw the blood, on 20th we cannot get that ready, on 21st, 22nd is surgery. Everybody is working with that target in mind. On the 19th, still our lab was not ready, not because the building was not ready, but they will blame it on the electricity guy because they didn't give the thing, and then the other guy will say water was not ready. So even the 19th we really didn't get the lab ready. On the 19th, I was talking to this chief of surgery, Dr. Venugopal, the thoracic surgeon. Dr. Venugopal, you have to tell me, who are the patients by name. yes, definitely tomorrow I'll tell. This was on the 18th he was saying. On the 19th, we were all sitting there, the veranda, and Dr. Venugopal walked inside the interview room. The Swami called him inside. So I know, okay, now Swami is going to talk to Dr. Venugopal. So he's going to tell whatever I told him yesterday. So here I'm sitting very happily. And then within a few minutes, Dr. Venugopal comes out. And then after darshan is over, we are going out. So I asked Dr. Venugopal, so how many cases? So he said 4 cases, Swami approved. The previous day Swami was telling me 1 case is enough. Yes, yes, yes. And now the next day 4 cases. Until then I was so relaxed, I thought it's only 1 case, I don't have to do much. So he not only said 4 cases, he pointed out. But I really didn't believe Dr. Venugopal. I thought maybe he was just kidding. Or he is trying to make me ready. He may not, perhaps, I thought he may not do the 4 cases on day 1, maybe a few days later, maybe another week later. But I asked him, are you sure you're going to do? Yes, yes, Swami just now told me, all the 4 cases. He even told who the patients are. So he knew right away. So for the next 2 days, we were working very hard, and we were going to do the blood donation, that we were lining up all the donors. And that 19th night I went to the hospital to see the refrigerator. We have to have a special blood bank refrigerator. Cannot keep we shouldn't keep in our usual regular refrigerator. So we got 1 blood bank refrigerator from UK. So it's a special kind of equipment, so they were trying to bring it and they broke the gas pipe. So on the 19th evening it was not working. This is on the 19th evening around 9 p.m. So I asked them, how are we going to do this? There's no freon gas in Puttaparthi, forget it. Now they had to go to Bangalore for everything. So, but everybody was prepared to help. This is where you see how Swami works. Everybody is so devoted, everybody wants to do something, but we didn't know where we are going, which direction we are going, but still he was trying to show us direction. On the 19th night, I almost gave up. I thought that fridge is not going to work. So still on 20th, somebody could go to Bangalore, get the freon cylinder, and somebody was working on 20th. So we decided we won't draw blood on 20th. We just postponed for 1 more day on the 21st, so hoping to fix that refrigerator. But finally the engineers came and they said it cannot be repaired. So by the time they got 2 more refrigerators, and I used my regular thermometer I had to use. So on 21st we drew blood, and I was going back and forth. Swami would come in the car again, will stop and will bless. Many things he would take care. So he kind of knows what we are doing, actually, what everybody is doing, and he would show and will tell us too. On 21st night, we were cross-matching all those 4 patients. Around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., we were getting the blood ready. This is 21st night. And I was trying to return from the hospital back to Prashanthalayam. The road is closed because they are still doing the main road that night. Throughout night they have few lights. Still they will be working throughout night. So we had to go through, what is that, Brahmanapalli village? We went through the village and came back an hour later to Prashanthalayam. On 22nd, believe it or not, we were there very early. When Jim was showing all this going on, we were inside near the lab. 21st night is the time we moved whatever we had. They had given us just a space. This thing was not working, that is now working, but after the inauguration we will fix everything. Okay, that's all right. So we had a place to go. So 21st night we put all our equipment there, and 1 big equipment arrives on 21st night. It was very handy for the 22nd, some of the investigations, tests to be done. 22nd morning came, like you saw, inauguration went right on time. At 9 o'clock, Swami and Prime Minister and the whole entourage were walking towards the lab. So he was, everybody was introduced, and they were walking. They went to the operating room, and they went back to, and 9:10, 9:15, the first case, the atrial septal defect case, already they were coming down to get the blood. and about half hour later another case is going on. So that day 2 coronary bypass surgeries took place, 1 aortic valve replacement was done, and 1 atrial, that it's a congenital heart disease, is a hole in the heart which was closed. All those 4 cases, amazing, everything went okay, because we were all worried, almost petrified, what's going to happen. But nothing happened, everything went very, very well. Nothing that the way we thought it happened, everything went very smooth. And Swami walked in the evening, blessing everybody, very smiley. And the next day, 23rd, this birthday functions were going on. We didn't get to attend any of those. We were in the hospital still. Swami came in that afternoon to the hospital. He came to the lab, and some other girls, some technicians wanted Swami Pada Namaskar. So for all of us, we got Pada Namaskar in the lab on 23rd. At the time I told him, Swami, I have to go tomorrow. Then he gave me a hug and he said, I'm very happy, you can go. So what did I learn? And I was thinking about all that, like everybody was saying, a miracle you could see almost happening right in front of you. And another thing, like with you or without you, Swami is going to get his mission done. If you are part of it, you are lucky. If you are not, you are not. What is the lesson I learned from this? I think I learned, like, I kept on thinking about who's really the doer. He made us feel that we are all doing things, and we did take part in so many things in so many ways, but he makes me feel that he is the real doer, and he is making us look like we are doing, but we are after all just his instruments, and he is using us. And it'll be nice, like, if he could use us all the time, whatever way he chooses to. Swami's love was just unbelievable. His compassion, his kindness, and his help, and every now and then if you're closer to him, I guess, like, you kind of take it for granted, or you forget that, he's divine sometime. And he talks like that, like I told you, like he talks as though he doesn't, I see, I don't know, So you tend to believe that he's like an ordinary, simple, innocent person, which he is. So I feel that there are 2 sides of Swami constantly. There's one side that's divinity. He's there all the time, no doubt about that. This other side is normal, simple, human, villager, aspect of him. And you're constantly facing both, one's divinity and other one's simple human form. So I guess we get confused sometimes. It was a nice experience for me, like, I really felt at the end, no matter what, not only me, like almost everybody went through this frustration with all this emotion, commotion, and, everybody was stressed out. But finally everything somehow works, and that is, I think, Swami's grace. I'll stop here. I don't know if you have any question, like, In the interview room, Swami was blessed so many things from, I took many pictures, and Swami gave vibhuti. And Swami also, maybe I was walking around like this one day, and he called me and he gave me a white, suit length, pants, and, they wear safari suit. So he gave me that. A lot of little attention I got so many times. Swami has blessed these pictures, and I brought one, but I'll give it to you, Lakshmi. You give it to all the families. I cannot move. I'm tired of it. So that's my 4-week stay in Parthi. I came back. I left on 24th in the morning. Also, I happened to see him in veranda, and he blessed me, and I just came out. He would every now and then inquire when you are leaving. That in between I'd ask him, whom should I hand over if I go? Then he'll say, wait, I'll tell you. So somehow everything happens, the way he plans. But since we don't know what is really happening, and we are all excited and we go through all that, and sure enough, he also goes through this with us. That's what throws you off. It was a great experience.
Yes, what were the sort of furniture that was there in the interview room? Like it was very simple or was it? No, it's okay. What were the furniture that was present in the interview room in which you met Swami?
Oh, the furniture. There's only one chair. The room is very small. I would say from here to the wall. Okay, that's the size of the room. Maybe from here to here. We were about 12 people inside. It's about 15 people can be seated inside. And one Karna Swami's chair is there. Next to that, somewhat like this, there is a curtain, and then go inside. That's the private interview room, which is as big as that closet. Maybe a little bigger than that closet. It's very simple. Just we were all seated on the floor, and there's only one chair there. There were people from that day when I was called in for interview. There were 2 ladies from Greece, 2 ladies from Mexico, 2 boys from Nigeria. There's one MBA student from Kanpur, and his parents were there, and this Chief Justice of Madras High Court was there. So each one, Swami gave a vibhuti for somebody and make some a watch for this boy, silver Lakshmi statue for this lady from Kanpur. He made so many. And this Nigeria boy was asking, "Show me your ring," and he, as usual, he showed the ring. It was a cheap ring. He got it outside. He was talking to somebody else. See this, and then he gives it to him, and that little aluminum ring became a gold ring with a green stone in it. And another boy was asking, "Swami, could you give me a ring with Sai Baba picture on it?" So then he again materialized a ring, but he produced only a gold ring with a green stone. Then Swami was jokingly said, "No Sai Baba today. This is the only thing available in Swami's store." So he was talking to the Nigerian boys, like what were they doing. One boy said he was studying Western philosophy. Swami said, "Do you know Indian philosophy?" Like in almost 1-2 sentences, he summarized what Indian philosophy is. He said, see numerous stars, there's only one sky. So many people, there's only one earth. So many jewels you see, it's only one gold. This is you see many forms, but the God is just one. And you see unity in diversity. That's Indian philosophy, Swami was saying it.
He didn't repair any of this malfunctioning machines.
Who?
Swami.
No.
While he was building Prashant Lane, there are a lot of stories. You come to the big van or truck which is not moving. Say, Manchi Bidda, do something, then it will start working. Like this, he didn't do anything with this.
Maybe we didn't pray enough. I wonder, the many things. Swami, there's one day, Swami was going to the airport, to inaugurate the airport. So like everyone else, he was there waiting for the plane to land. But when the plane was about to land, the pilot calls down and says that, he cannot land because of the fog, or he cannot see the runway. So the plane goes back, and Swami waves and, goes back. So now he has come to inaugurate, and the plane didn't even land. We don't understand if Swami didn't know, why would he come or why would he not come, and all kinds of, I don't know, only he knows. And so why some of the machines don't work, and, well, I think, I know.
Something I must build, some of my friends who are working in the project, they used to tell us the stories. The big truck will be coming, it cannot move, suddenly you'll say, work, it will work.
It will work. I'm sure perhaps he said something because it never looked like we are going to have all these surgeries done on 22nd. The miracle, like Jim was showing, the whole building, all painted, all, looks neat. At least that's only a part of the building, And I don't know whether Jim had told, the architect who designed this building is a highly spiritual person, I believe this is what I was told. And Swami had selected him. I think he's from UK, if I remember right. And the dome represents, I think, the heart. And these two wings, which is going to come like this, like a Swami's elbow going around the hospital. If you know, even the planning, the angles are all like 108 degrees. And if you see, count the number of domes, it's like there are 9 domes in it. So all these numbers look like it had some spiritual significance to it. As Swami put it, like that place, Swami said there are several types of temples, you know, Vedalaya, Mantralaya, Devalaya, and this one is said is Vaidyalaya. You know, it's like the hospital, but it's just a temple itself, and it does look like a temple. It's a huge structure. You know, if you can imagine, the corridor is from this pillar to the wall. That's the size. You can almost run a truck, big truck inside the corridor. It's that big building, and with all the equipments, all the facilities, I have absolutely no doubt it's going to be one of the finest institutions. Yeah, I'm sure in 1 year it will be one of the best institutions in India. In a couple of years, maybe one of the best hospitals in Asia. This is my guess. In about 5 years, it will be as good as any place in the world. If you know, this is the way it's planned. All the equipments are arriving still. What they have started, the inaugurate, is just one part of the hospital. They are going to have nephrology, I believe, coming, and urology, and subsequently orthopedics, neurology and neurosurgery is coming. And then there is also, I heard that oncology may be there. But who knows, Swami makes the decision. But it's going to be a fantastic place to be. Any other questions? I want to really thank you, Lakshmi, and Sai Ram, everybody.